Greetings, my fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 94. Cute raid, bruh. There's not robotics here, right? There's the Scrap Masters if I want blunt weapons. Yeah, alright, let's run home. Bandits will steal your food when you're not guarding your base, but that's all they'll ever do. Yeah, there's nothing I need to pick up while I'm in the neighborhood. Nothing at all. It's kind of cool. Let's go through our roster for taunt tanks to make sure that they have exactly the gear that they should have. So Rain does not have the proper armor yet. I'm going to have her switch now. It feels weird to be giving up Masterwork Samurai, but that's what we voted on. Plus, she just looks cooler. She looks like a boss. This ring saber can be sold. This is Glitch's second Wakasashi. We do have the Forden saber, so this was going to be for Trustin. Trustin's grabbing an edge 2 because I think he had an edge 1. Oh no, he has Desert Sabers. So who is? Let me check my roster. So if you're wondering, I keep track on this roster here. Keep track of people's weapons and all that. So Foreign Sabers would be Sharp Point, but Sharp Point's one of the gunners up top, so he doesn't really need a Foreign Saber urgently because he's not going to be meleeing here unless the wall fails. So I'm going to give it to Jacobot. Alright, so if I'm giving that to Jacobot, Jacobot is going to become one of the taunt tanks then. So I'm going to have Sharp Point not be a taunt tank, and taunt's already off, and then Jacobot up here is going to become a taunt tank. So that means taunt's on. And you are due for some unholy weapons. And then Glitch, once you're done with that Foreign Saber, work on Rain's Ring Saber then. Well, let's not repeat Q and queue up another ring. The reason I'm going with Foreign Sabers is Foreign Sabers just have huge defensive bonuses. Defense bonus +8, so they're very capable blades if you're trying to protect yourself. They raise your defense a lot. Which is good. Yeah, the spreadsheet's good. One of the things I need to do is I need to update it to make sure that everybody's stuff is correct. Like, I haven't been marking down when I'm giving people Masterworks. But it doesn't need to be perfect, just organized enough that it's not a big chaotic mess. Also, Rockvin, it would be great if you actually walked. There we go. So the Wrath of God Rage should have been deployed by now, I think. 1 hour. Okay, so I have 1 hour until it comes. And we're going to use basically the same strategy. I think what I'm going to do is for these 4 paladins that are just like laying out here, because I don't want to have them be involved in this next fight, I'm going to put 3 of them up top in the cages, and then I'm going to put 1 just like way out in the swamps. Because I just don't want them getting up and being like, I'm going to punch you now, and having to deal with that. Except for I told Thor to do that. Thor is... There you go. It's kind of bugged. Yeah, you can have your weapon ticked because you have a Meito Blade. You do. I remember killing Preacher for that. Just eject this body. Hand over my food? Here, I will hand it over. Tip of my sword. Oh, here's Rockvin. So are we all... Yeah, we're all accounted for, and the Wrath of God Rage should be deployed any second now. It's gone! Maybe we just have to go raise some hell. I'll give it another few minutes to register, just in case it is due. What might have happened here, if I was to theorize, is I think what could, in this case, happen is that the Wrath of God raid is supposed to be led by Voltenna or Seta, and neither of them exist anymore. I killed and ransomed them. Nope, here they go. I lied. It is a... And they're leaving from the Holy Mines, which is interesting. So it's another Retribution of God raid. So I'm going to update that goal. What's awesome is this is just good training. I don't know how else to put it. I could scout them. Yeah, I could scout them. I'm gonna have Rockfin put his pants back on, though, before I forget. It's totally my style to be like, all right, and now for the fight, and realize Rockfin's hanging out in the wind. Wouldn't be unlike me. But before I go, let me grab some grub. And Rockfin is now up to figure out what is in that raid. So what do we have here? We've got another Edge 2 Thorn Blade, Thorn Saber, and we're working on the ring. And let's repeat ring. So who else wants a Thorn Saber? Jacobot has one. Sharp Point wanted one, but doesn't need... I think I'm going to give it to Islotus. Just as a weapon to use, because Islotus right now has a regular old katana. Not to actually make him a tank. Unless, of course, you say otherwise. So this looks like a 2-group raid, not a 3-group raid, because they're lacking a leader. I remember that there was actually a story behind the Thorn Blades. A pretty exotic weapon, thought to have originated from the Black Desert. Not very popular for some reason, and people will probably laugh at you in bars, but it's actually a defensive masterpiece and shouldn't be underestimated. So perhaps it's a robot weapon from, you know, a historical robot weapon or something like that. I don't know. Because that's where the Black Desert is. Oh, okay, Rockfin, keep going north. Let's actually scout them. So what I would like to do after this, unless they send yet another raid, is to decide on attack targets or other tasks for us to do. Because I want to incorporate your input if I am able. The Holy Nation sees fit to just keep raiding me. If they want to make me strong, so be it. So they should be somewhere around here. I feel like I'm on top of them. Oh yeah, here they are. If it's just that group, that looks pathetic. Can't be just one Inquisitor. No, I guess it is. Okay, they're gonna get smushed to hell. And then we'll counterattack. So, question. What should our next focus be? So there's 2 raids. They're mostly high paladins and paladins with maybe 2 Inquisitors. Led by 2 nameless Inquisitors. Really not bad at all. Compared to, you know, what we just defended against, which was like 7 Inquisitors. Okay. There it is. Have yourself a vote. What should we do after we defend against this raid? Will they eventually stop attacking? Yeah. Well, sort of. it doesn't... I'm not going to have to defend a day after day after day against this stuff. They could still continue attacking, but they're not going to attack forever and ever and ever. It will be more periodic than a retribution raid like this. Oh, so that blade is no-go. Almost have another blackened chainmail, which would be good for Jacobot to wear, because Jacobot's one of our taunting tanks now. And I think it's probably about time for everybody to stop their jobs. Except for Chemo and Tora. And rally and get ready. It's not a big raid that I'm fighting, but like... don't underestimate them, right? So let's drop Headshot, Sharp Point, Case, McDowell, and Poetic to the second squad. Actually, you know what, Poetic, you're gonna sit this. You're gonna join us here just so that I can see your fist pumping. Some of the people that voted for the for whether I'll have deaths or not are probably biting their nails because Poetic doesn't wear armor. That's your problem, not mine. I think, Poetic, if you're here, I'm going to guess you don't want to be benched due to a lack of armor. Yeah. I see you saluting. If you want better armor, let me know. The reason I have you wearing the armor that you have, is that this armor here allows you to attack faster, dodge better, fully protects your fists, gives you martial arts and melee damage bonus. I could give you Mercenary Plate, which would do pretty much the same thing. Just, it has a lot of penalties. And Rockvin should be home. Just about, yeah, he's home. A dust coat's great for martial artists as well, yeah. There's a bunch of different options. So you guys say attack the Holy Nation. What should we, or where should we counterattack? I'm just having to Google something real quick. Okay. So here are the 5 options. We could go to Holy Mines, Holy Farms. So if we attack Holy Farms, we could starve out them. If we attack Holy Mines, we hurt their war effort. If we go to the Narcos Trap, that's like technology that they're protecting. We could go to Bad Teeth. Bad Teeth we can't flip, unlike Stack and Alcrin's Shield. Bad Teeth is bound to Blister Hill, and Phoenix is in Blister Hill. So, or we could go to Holy Military Bases, which would be a good way for us to continue getting stronger, because they're, you know, sort of difficult targets. The choice is yours. Hey, why'd you take your sandal? Oh, because we were comparing side by side. Glad I noticed that. Hey, dummy. Put that iron away. I'm just making sure that no one's, like, dreadfully encumbered. Wait, how do we even... Oh, they used it. Dang. Some of these guys obviously have a lot of stuff on them. Fully, why were you packing a lot of food in you? I don't want to know. Why are you, all of you guys, grabbing food? You guys are weird. What's your question about Seta? Seta's dead, if you're wondering. Dead, dead, dead. I fed Seta to a beak thing. And then Voltena has been sold to United Cities. If that answers your question. So, if you're wondering what Narcos Trap is a minor outpost controlled by the Holy Nation. Due to their hatred and fear of ancient technologies, the Holy Nation set up a military outpost, which is the only known ancient laboratory in their territory, to prevent would-be thieves and tech hunters from purloining the forbidden technology or knowledge within. So basically, it's a ancient technology lab. It's an ancient lab that they guard themselves. So inside of Narcos Trap, there are spiders. There are security spiders. And outside, there's a bunch of paladins preventing you from going in there. Is Rebirth ever going to be an option? I could add Rebirth as an option right now. Let me just do that. How's that sound? The Flotsam would very much like Rebirth to be an option. So I should see them on my horizon pretty soon. They're right around this this village here. So Rebirth is a massive, massive, massive slave camp that they keep here, just northwest of Blister Hill. If you ever get knocked out by a paladin, they're gonna try to slap shackles on you and say, "Off to Rebirth for you," meaning basically off to the slave camps, off to the gulag. That's what they do. Yeah, so Seta's gone right now. Bad Teeth went to the SK. Did it? Maybe it did. I haven't been close enough to tell who owns it. I thought Bad Teeth was bound to Blister Hill, but I could be wrong. Either way, we're going to walk by it soon, so. But there are definitely some holy military bases that we've hit, and we could hit some more, too, because that would be fun to blow up. But Stack has flipped to Shek, and Akron Shield has flipped to United Cities. So we are definitely doing some deep damage to the Holy Nation. Could we recruit from Rebirth? Well, no. I'm at maximum pop. I can't add a single person unless someone dies. Headshot's yelling, "I can't get out of here!" Why would I want you out? I want you on the guns, girl. You gotta drop fire on these morons. No, Headshot doesn't need food. She has buckets and buckets of ration packs. She is so well fed. It's decently absurd. Okay, what did I before I walk away from the armor here, because I have a last second or two? Is there something worth grabbing? All right, this ring saber was a bust. The blackened chainmail I do want to slap on. Hey, Poetic, did you want the armor? Did you want a unholy chestplate? So, to quickly look at this, these definitely hurt your combat speed effect a little bit, but you'll be protected. It also hurts your martial arts bonus, which actually helps you train. So if you want it, you could speak up. I'm just trying to figure out who should get the... Whatever is best to be your best you. Well, I think then the samurai armor would be your best bet, oddly. So I'm going to do that. Because the samurai armor helps to, A, keep you alive so you can keep leveling up, and B, has a lot of malices to help you to be a better martial artist. So you're going to be one weird-looking tanky puncher right now. Which I'm okay with. And it looks like you guys want to go to Rebirth. All right, can everybody just get out here? Tora, jobs are off. Jobs off. Quit doing it. One of the rules of this series is I'm not going above 32 pop. So I could go above 32 pop, but as a rule, I'm not, if that answers your question. All right, looks like you guys want Rebirth. One other quick question is, and I know that this is a little biased. No, I'm not even going to ask it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to refund the prediction here, because this is not a Wrath of God raid. This is not the raid that you thought it was. So I'm going to delete and return your points, because you guys thought that this was a Wrath of God raid, and this is just the B team rolling up. And I don't think it's fair for the people that thought that I might take losses due to a Wrath of God raid to lose their points because of that. So here's a Retribution of God raid, a little bit different, a little bit lower, a little bit easier. Definitely not as populous. And, oh, we already splashed one. Dang, we shot him twice. Ouch. Let me start playing J here. Here we go. In it to win it. Flop. Look at Els go. He don't care. So there's strong ones here, if you're wondering. Would be the 2 Inquisitors that showed up. I quite honestly don't even know where they are. I guess one's back here. He is the war leader. Wait a minute. What is going on over here? He's playing dead with no arms and no legs. I don't know if that's playing dead. That's more like just being dead. But okay, whatever. I'm an actor. It's just a flesh wound. God, I've never seen El so eager to get slashed up. But he is taunting, so it does make sense. All right, you guys, you're literally, I'm watching you stand around. So let's go. Sometimes you have to sort of micromanage them to get them to do things that make sense. And Chemo, not passive. Tora, I'm sure you're on passive too. That's my fault. Totally 100% my fault. Glitch, you're on passive as well. Yeah, they were my craftsmen, so it was my fault. As you can see, I'm not all that concerned about... Ooh, good drop kick. Good dodge. I'm not all that concerned about looting them, because this is just not the same tough raid as before. And some of them are even lost. King's also wearing his big bag. He's wearing his big bag and fighting an Inquisitor. Ooh, wow. Slotus just got shot in the stomach. Ouchies. That thing hurt. Yeah, Poetic's hot with the drop kicks. Little shove. Hey, Vam! Thanks for gifting out subs. Welcome. Oh, Tilkin the Inquisitor just traded. Tilk went flop. We have some flops here. But a lot of these flops are honestly friendly fires. Yeah, pretty much all the ones that are currently unconscious are due to friendly fire. That's how dangerous these crossbows are. And these aren't even high-level crossbows, I'll be honest. There's definitely higher. Ooh, Jesus. Jackson. Stay down. Ouch, King! Getting the chest shot. Alright, it's been defeated. As was foretold. So, what we're going to do right now is heal up and then assault. Look at them trying to escape with their Inquisitors. Excuse you. Yeah. I know you lost, but you don't get to leave. Still an enemy. Here you go, buddy. We definitely did a lot of damage. He's missing a leg. Some of these Inquisitors are going to get up pretty soon. I haven't disarmed them, but that's mostly because I actually wouldn't mind the training. I wouldn't mind them getting back up and having to fight them again for more combat training. Because just because they're hurt doesn't mean that their skills are 0. And you gain experience based upon the strength of your opponents. So if an Inquisitor hop back up, there's essentially 0 risk to me at this point. Like, I'm just not at risk at losing someone to an Inquisitor. So it's just XP. Alright. Headshots now, standing out here. This guy wiggled a little and she shot him. You're standing out here just sort of keeping guard. Oh, look at them all run. Get him. I don't care how injured you are. So this is just the training that I wanted to do. No one outruns Rockman. Ooh, good shot. Put them down. I like how they are prioritizing their raid leaders, their Inquisitors, to try to rescue, which is optimistic. Ooh, flop. Low loss KO there. And here's an Inquisitor. This is sort of the free combat training that I was referring to. If he hits us, it's toughness. If we hit him, it's melee attack and whatever weapon style we're using. If we dodge, well, that's useful too. This Inquisitor's putting up a pretty reasonable fight. He's like 1 shot to the head away from dropping. But, oh, someone dropped him. It's going to be a little hard to heal up, considering we are getting sort of constantly assaulted by their the remnants of their raid. But that's okay. Try to get us healed up quick. Oh, Rockman's chasing one down. As is Jackson. Bye-bye. Throw the Inquisitor in the brig? My brig is actually full. I threw 3 paladins from the last raid in there. I don't really have any other space. But again, I'm not all that concerned. You know, it's fine if they get back up. I want them to. Excuse me, who closed that? So let's start to get healed. I'm just not even going to worry about those that fled. I'm just going to focus on getting myself back up to 100%. So I can go assault Rebirth. All right. Jackson, this is your bed. So, headshot. Oh, headshot might have just shot someone's leg off because it's rolling around. Someone should probably get Tilk. I'll have Jackbot go grab him. But now everyone's resting up for the next battle. When did I build the extra beds? Right at the start. Because I knew I had a god tier raid coming my way, so I didn't want to take too many chances. I wanted the empty beds. Oh, good shots in the fight. Where you shoot? What is this? What is she trying to do? This is so strange. Shoot the guy crawling on the ground, and she's going running over there? She's a little confused. Okay, no more range. I don't know what you're doing, but it's wrong. Yeah, earlier in the stream, Vomorix, I fought Voltana and a Retribution of God raid that had had like half a dozen Inquisitors in it and maybe like 60 Paladins, something like that. It was a big one. But this little Retribution raid only had 2 Inquisitors. Totally not the same size. So I'm waking up everybody that's fully healed so I can get ready to go. Cheers, Santi. We're even feeding these guys. These paladins on the roof. They seem well fed, which is strange. I didn't feed them. So, taking a look at our factions here. There is another Wrath of God raid coming in a day and 20 hours, but I'm gonna hit them before that even shows up. Hopefully I'll be back in time, because I would like to be here for that. You know, for the free slaughter of the Holy Nation. At this point, we sort of enjoy the blood sport. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So the most wounded, you know, Chemo, I'm gonna put you back on your job with Tora and Glitch, because you guys have kind of the, no offense to everybody else, but the most important jobs. Making us arms and armor. I think that's fair to say. Well, and Rockfin, but Rockfin doesn't need to do any research. Without Rockfin's research, we would not have the arms and armor. So Tilk is the most wounded, so when Tilk hits 100%, we'll be good to go. Another question for you all. Should everyone wear the Unholy Plate? Yes, no, just the Saber tanks, or no, but most should wear it. Most meaning some specific people wouldn't wear it for whatever reason. Sort of a case-by-case basis. But I can let you vote on that. Yep. So we're going to the next battle. Definitely a lot better armored than the last one. As you can see, about, I don't know, like a third of us are wearing metal armor now. Very handy. That should be sold. Oh, this blackened chainmail should be worn. I have a lot of spare armor to sell. King, how about you go make a quick run to offload some of this stuff that we don't need. Really? The one song I don't want playing? Yeah. Unholy plus Black and Chainmail is just about the best protection you can get for your torso and chest. And then Samurai Helmets is the second best you can get for your head. I'm not going to go for the best. That was just something I didn't want. I don't want to wear crab helmets because I think they look stupid, even if they are amazing. So we're very well armored and armed. Pretty good. With any luck, I'll be able to buy some... I'm going to leave that pull up a little bit longer. Oh, yeah, with any luck, I'll be able to buy some additional limbs with Kang. We'll also be, if we're at Rebirth, we'll be kind of close to the Armor King, so it might be possible to buy armor for Poetic and or Headshot or something like that, that are better suited for what they do. Because all of our other armor is kind of a one-size-fits-all kind of deal, and it's not great for everybody. Okay, these are all garbage limbs. Yep. We look all set. So you're thinking most should probably wear the armor? Alright, I could dig that. I do think, especially after the last fight where almost every single person that was knocked out because their chest got caved in, it's really not a bad call. So Tilk, when you are ready, sir. Alright, we got that ring saber. I'm gonna have Glitch stop. Where'd you put it? It's only level 1. Okay. And then as soon as Tilk is healed, we'll head on out. I'll grab some food and we'll venture forth. Oh, he still has the... Oops. Yeah, you're right. He still has that foreign saber that he shouldn't have. I'll solve it later. Okay, onward. I'm going to have King stuff his bag full of food so they don't starve on the way up. Although it is pretty loaded already. Mortonis, thanks for the resub. Cheers. Oh, hold on. I'll cheers you in a second. Headshot! Let's not leave you behind. I was about to do that. That would have been bad. So Headshot is going off a hold. She has plenty of bolts. I really don't see that I could wear through those bolts. The slowest person in this group here is 24 miles an hour, 23 at Shona. Oh, 20. Why are you so slow, Callie? Because Mercenary Club's way up a bajillion. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, the other thing I need to do is I need to figure out whose bag belongs to whom, because we have a bunch of camping bags here that need to get picked up in case we have injuries while on raid with our squad. So this will take me a moment, unfortunately. I'm always so worried that when I do this, I'm going to, like, delete a wall segment. Because it would be very easy to just click a wall segment and go dismantle. And I'm not entirely sure I would notice until the wall was gone. Jacobot, one of these is yours. Rain. Ruka. Drop the steel. I don't care if it's stolen. I'll clean this stuff up later if it's still here. I don't think that anyone would take it because they're just not coded to do that. None of the raids are really coded to boost things from you. They're coded to steal your food, maybe, but not your, like, metal. Thor. Ezo. And Thorfinn. Okay, now we're all set. Callie, you're moving to 21 miles an hour. That's probably the slowest. I'll probably notice if he is not the slowest. Because other people will lag behind. And then finally, cheers. Sorry for the delay. Vomorix, thank you for even additional gifted subs. Today is the month of Vomorix. Closing the gate just buys people time to get on the turrets. Yeah, more or less. The gates aren't supposed to be invulnerable. If they were, Kenshi would be very broken. The gates would just buy you an extra few minutes. Unless you use the strategy I did, which is fighting outside your walls so they can't break your walls down, and then your turreters stay on turret. And cheers, Vam. See if we can get the full crowd in here while we run. I don't know why I'm hitting so many save points. Or pause points. Hi, Tusk. Here you go, Yoda. Echo, you want a treat? I think Echo's gonna lose her opportunity for treats. She's too good for them. So the Wrath of God raid comes in about a day and 6 hours. I fully expect it is the same sort of raid as last time. So depending on how Rebirth goes, we might be able to cut them off. Or alternatively, we could just ignore the fact that they're raiding us. Who's the highest bounty now? I'm guessing it's Headshot at 31,000. But I'll check. Tora has 15k. That's noteworthy because it will never decay. Glitch has 11k. Larry has 10. Rockfin has 15,000. But yeah, Headshot with 31,000 because Headshot kidnapped Seta and then like killed him. Kind of makes sense that she would be most wanted. I've never seen Phoenix lead a Wrath of God raid. That might be a reactive world thing. Let me Google it. Normally the event will be led by Seta. There's a variant where Voltena can do it, but it's kind of bugged. Doesn't say anything about Phoenix ever leading it. No, I don't think Phoenix leads it in Vanilla Kenshi. I've also never seen Phoenix lead it in Vanilla Kenshi, so. Because Seta and Voltena are knocked out, or rather, one is a slave or something. I'm not even sure what the United States do with him. I'm assuming enslave him. And the other's fed to a big thing. Those raids are just simply not going to be dangerous. Danger has been removed. Do I remember what my highest bounty ever was? Like hundreds of thousands, but like not on stream. I've played just for fun myself, where I have a very small squad. So when you have a very small squad, you can build up a huge bounty, because when one person always picks up and kidnaps leaders, your bounty can go flying upwards. Queen got pretty high? Yeah. If you want a really, really high bounty, you go after the United Cities and go after all of the noble people in the United Cities continually, and you will get such a high bounty. But at some point, any bounty over 10k is sort of doesn't matter. Is the spreadsheet that I use track the armor something public? No, but I could share it, which is this spreadsheet, basic spreadsheet with little check marks. It's Excel, very basic. And it's not up to date either, which is a shame. So here's Blister Hill, which is the scary. Perhaps, I'm going to quick save just in case I screw this up, but let me show you just what to expect in here with Rockman getting close. Actually, it doesn't look too scary, but Blister Hill has an inner city. And this inner city is what's scary. I can't get that close, though. I mean, that's as close as I'm going to get. So here we have the police station. And everybody's inside right now, except for the 3 gunners up top. Then we have the throne room, which is where Phoenix would be. More gunners on top. Then we have an additional barracks with more gunners on top. Then this whole thing is surrounded by gunners. And then a large portion of the outer wall is surrounded by gunners. So the real danger here in Blister Hill is just being crossbowed by, like, everybody. I mean, there are some strategies to work where, like, you just pile into random buildings and you try to lure the paladins inside. One of the advantages of that is the paladin crosses do have disadvantages indoors, but so do we. So I still think that's probably the way to go. Oh, excuse you. Do you want something? You? Yes? You want me to pray? You better start praying. I did say attack all, so I just need to make sure that Rockman doesn't decide that attacking Blister Hill would be the right choice right now. Super flop. These little patrol groups are just... They're kind of just nothing now. I mean, we get nicks and scratches from the high paladins and the paladins, but most of them just get squished. As you can see. And damage report? I feel like a ship engineer. Damage report. Cuts and scratches. Yeah, no one's really there. All that. All right, Callie, lead the way to the Rebirth. Oh, we even cut one of their arms off. Well, he'll remember. He'll definitely remember not to mess with us. Yeah, that was pretty close, wasn't it? Regular paladins and high paladins don't have the stats to go toe-to-toe with us effectively. The inquisitors that are still very scary. Most inquisitors would be able to 1v1 most of my Shek. Except for maybe Headshot, because Headshot could just kite and fight forever. There is no catching her. She's faster. You're not going to run and sound the alarms? Wrong choice. So this is Rebirth. Let me update. Assault. Rebirth. If I can spell. Cut off his head. Cut it off. Haha, jumped. He didn't land a single shot. Kind of feels bad for him. So Rebirth is a massive slave camp, and we're hitting it at 1 in the morning, so the slaves aren't going to be working. So I'm going to be piling into these buildings, just trying to clear out the paladins as fast as I can. I also, because I don't think that they're going to have a chance to win this, like, at all, I'm not going to be stripping them, because I want to fight them more than once for the experience. They're going to get some free shots here as people pile in and get in position for fights. But, hey, that's just toughness training in disguise. Yeah, raise that alarm. Raise it. Heretics! The darkness is upon us. There is, man. I like how they raise the alarm and the guy is like just sauntering over. If you're wondering, there's just not a whole lot. This is a slave camp, so in terms of loot, here's like a safe, for instance, which would be some of the best loot normally, and it's completely empty. There's just not a lot of stuff here. Rebirth is the way the loot pool kind of works is there's a certain subset of items that can spawn, and then there's a like wealth value assigned, like, oh, 200,000 cats, and then the game will spawn in roughly 200,000 cats worth of stuff. And Rebirth, I don't know what their wealth is set at, but it's really low, I can tell you that much. Also, I'm pretty sure I just watched a bunch of paladins disappear. Maybe they were upstairs. Oh, good. Yeah, nothing like going to the top floor and being in a mountain. And I don't even think that's broken mesh data. That's just Matt making gone awry. Thanks, fam. What is the richest city? Oh, probably the capital cities, I'd imagine. Which would be Admag, Hang, with Trader's Edge attached to it, is probably pretty wealthy. Blister Hill would be pretty wealthy. I think in the canon, Hang is supposed to be the most wealthy because it has the Trader's capital there too, which is supposed to be like the Iron Bank or whatever. One could also make the argument very easily that the richest cities aren't cities at all. The richest cities are places like the Ancient Tech Labs. I think that's probably true. That the Iron Trail Tech Lab, the Shun Tech Lab, and then the stuff that's down here in the Ashlands probably have more material wealth than most of the cities. It's just not a city anymore. It's a ruin. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, which includes adjustments for time zones. If you'd like to chat with me or any members of my community, Rhadamant.com and the description of this video also have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Shek.